you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk about things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. I am on my back deck. As you can see, it is super early in the morning. It is about 7:30 and it is already blazing hot. I think it's already 82 degrees right now. So I have my little fan going next to me and I'm kind of like off to the left in the shade. The sun is reflecting off the window and it's hitting me right in the eye, so sorry if I'm squinting a lot, but I did want to do this outside before it gets too hot. So we're going to start with Micah Magic. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for being here. Smash the like button, subscribe to connect your energy to mine. Let's see what messages we need to hear today. First one, ooh, birds before land. We have not gotten this in a really long time. Okay, birds before land. For any of you that don't know what this means you are starting to see a manifestation coming and it's happening to other people around you. You're hearing it on the radio, people talking about winning the lottery, people getting engaged, people getting that promotion, people buying a beach house, and you've been wanting these things. You're going to start to hear it and see it in your reality when the universe says it's getting closer and closer and closer. So a lot of people use that and they fail the test by getting jealous or getting upset, or they get angry and they're like, why isn't it happening to me? I'm so sick of everybody else having my desire. And you cannot be in that energy if you want it to come in. You have to be so happy, and you have to be happy for them. And you have to know that they've probably been through something tough in their life. You don't know their story. You know, what if they've been suffering longer than you? Or what if they've been through something that you just can't even imagine? You would want them to experience that joy. So we can't always judge a book and be annoyed when other people are getting the desire that we want. There's room for everybody to have all of their desires met. Your soul tribe is coming. I've been getting this a lot in a lot of my personal readings. I think the universe is needing us to be with the right people. What else? What else do we need to hear? Thank you, Spirit. That one popped up. Follow the signs. We haven't gotten this one either in a while. So if you're picking up on angel numbers, I just did a video on that. I'll link it below. If you're picking up on angel numbers and feathers and pennies and dimes and all the signs that you see, maybe it's music, maybe it's a certain, like for me, I have a really weird sign where I start to come in contact with some of my old students who I used to teach. The universe will like literally bring them to where I live. If I have a manifestation that's coming, it's like people from your past resurfacing and they show up in your world in the weirdest places. And it's a sign for me. I've tracked it. I think it was maybe 3 years ago. I kept seeing graduates 3 days in a row, and then I came into $30,000 after that. So now I always relate that scenario to money coming in. And lately I've been seeing a lot of graduates. So these are my signs. What are your signs? How are you tracking the magic in your life? And I keep seeing this keeps showing up at the bottom of the deck, so we're going to pull it. This is the ladybug energy. Lady luck is on your side. All right, I just got guided to do an animal deck. I'm going to shift this fan down so it doesn't blow my face so much. And it just fell. Sorry, neighbors. Okay, much better. All right, animal deck. What message do we need to hear? What message do we need to hear? Thank you, Firefly. Ooh, this is a good one. This is like that glimmer, that spark, that idea. You're being guided to grab it. If you're having this intuitive nudge to start something, to do something, to message somebody, follow it. Your soul speaks to you through these little gentle whispers. And the firefly, it's just a small, tiny little glimmer of light, but it can take you, it can light up a whole room. I just heard it can light up a whole room. So this idea could be that birds before land, where it's leading you to your big desire. So this could be a glimmer, could be, hey, can you go to lunch with me today? And we go, and all of a sudden you get your desire at the lunch, whatever that might look like. The universe, they just made it very clear. Every desire that you've ever gotten was probably brought to you in some way through people. Okay, whether it's through somebody calling you, through a telemarketer, through an email, through a waiter or a waitress, it's all coming through people. And that's why we cannot be closed off to people. We have to be in receptive mode and be like, okay, I can't wait to see who I come in contact with today. I'm not going to resist people asking me to go places and do things because they might be taking me somewhere and I want to follow this. Okay, let's get another animal card. I love the animals. Ooh, the beaver. So this is somebody who's working so hard. It's almost like you're overworked. And maybe you're working on the wrong thing. They're saying you're shifting your energy, thinking that you have to work outside of you to achieve your desire or to call in more money. You don't have to work hard for money. You have to do the vibrational inner work to create the imagination, to create in the imagination, to create the story that you already are the person that has the thing. So if you're working diligently, and I just had a vision of somebody doing YouTube and you're posting videos every week and you're just grinding. If that lights you up and it's not draining you, that's good. That means you're on the right track because you're willing to do it regardless of the income or the feedback because you just love doing it. And when you're in your joy, we are very magnetic and we're going to call in more things and money. So if you're overworked, you're most likely putting your energy towards something that's not the right path and you're feeling so incredibly drained from it. The beaver is also a great family person. They are working so hard to provide for their family. And my back is drenched in sweat, so we're not going to be out here too long. But don't worry, I'm not going to cut you guys short just because of the heat and because I'm sweating. I will still do this reading. Okay, let's get tarot. This one hopped right up. Oh my gosh. So your partner is working really hard for you. That beaver energy. They want to provide for you. They are also healing and growing and learning that they don't have to work super, super hard outside of themselves. I just heard they're working on their inner work to be the man or woman that you deserve. Wow. And I just put that on your soul tribe is coming. So that's a huge indicator that maybe a partner is coming in or your relationship that you're already in is going to be enhanced. People are actually waking up and starting to change their patterns and behaviors. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, but it was reversed. I normally don't read reversals, but I felt called to in this one. 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you can't have abundance, it's lack. But look, she's got the key right there. This is the door to her abundance. She's got the key right there and she's not opening the door. It's right in front of her. So that's basically saying like you have this inner gift inside of you of using your imagination to co-create whatever you want to co-create, whether it's more money or better opportunities or an awesome beach house. I don't know why I keep bringing up a beach house. If you're wanting to live at the beach, comment below and let me know so that I know this is resonating for somebody. But when you're in the 5 of Pentacles, you're feeling lack. You're feeling like you don't have enough, but you have the tools inside of you to call in and to be the person that has the money. You first have to be in the story in your head of the person that has it. You have to live at the beach. You have to, in your imagination, pretend like you're walking out on your balcony and you're seeing the ocean and then you're going for a walk to get coffee. You have to be there. And when you start to live in your imagination, your mind and the universe doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. So it just gives you whatever you've been thinking about. So if you're thinking about the beach and you're thinking about doing all these things, the universe then has to align it for you to make that happen. It's just the science behind it. Okay, let's get 2 more tarot. More tarot. Nope, that one didn't flip. That one jumped out. Oh, somebody from your past is coming back, or maybe you're feeling nostalgic about your past. Maybe you're going to be reconnecting with someone to do some healing. And maybe they have a dog. I don't know. Maybe they're a dog lover. This could also mean a father and a son are connecting. This came out in a reading I did for a woman the other day, and her son is about to meet his real father for the first time in like 30 some years. And this card came out in her reading. So how perfect was that? So this could be symbolic of so many different things, but a lot of times it's like the past is resurfacing for healing, reconnection. Maybe you they're going to, I don't know, it's, I just saw like hearts healing together. Also, side note, on the healing journey, the goal is to be able to think about anybody or anything from your past and not feel any kind of suffering or anger or frustration. If you are feeling anything when you think about a painful event from your past, your nervous system is still holding on to that, and that will block manifestations from coming in. It'll block healthy relationships from coming in, and it's essentially going to weigh you down. And a lot of people say, well, Michelle, how do you do that? How do you not be triggered by your past when people really, really hurt you? And believe me, I get it. Like, I had my own hurt. I had sexual abuse, I had child abuse, verbal abuse, I had the loss of my daughter, I've had people cheat on me, I've had like all these different scenarios. And the answer is you have to go and do some sort of breath work, work on the nervous system, EMDR. There's so many different methods and modalities. There's fascia release that you can do to release trauma, somatic releases, but you just feel into what feels right for you. Maybe your guides will bring you a video on YouTube about how to release a trauma from your belly or something, and go do those maneuvers. They actually work. I've done 5 years of bioenergetic synchronization technique, which is called BEST. And it's where we tap into the subconscious and we pull out the traumas. And I have to think of the trauma before my session or in the session for about like 30 seconds. I feel into it. I cry about it. Every single situation that I've been in, I'd had to lay on a massage table, cry about it for a certain amount of time. And then my mentor would say, don't think about it anymore. And now we do the work. I do breathing, pressure points. So there are methods out there to help you pull. And so what happens is after I do a best session, the next week, I'll be thinking of that event or that thing and I feel blank. It's like it's gone from my body. And I'm like, this is such freedom. Like, the whole world needs to know that this is possible. So that's the benefit of doing this type of work, is you feel blank. I can go to any city, state, I can be around any person, and if they've hurt me, I feel nothing and I feel free from it. And if they're still acting out those patterns, that's on them, and that's in their reality and their movie. So you can be free from your past, no matter how difficult it was. It just means the more difficult it was, the more sessions you're going to need. 7 of Wands. This is, all the wands are trying to penetrate her positivity bubble. She's in her bubble, she's doing her healing, she's thriving, and there's all these distractions out here trying to distract her from doing the work. And she's saying, nope, I'm going to stay here, I'm going to keep doing my thing, and I'm not going to let anything affect me. So yeah, I definitely think this is a healing. These two are healing. People might be resurfacing from your past and you're like, why do I keep running into all these people? And what do I need to heal from this? The universe is going to show you. I also want to add here that I was on a session yesterday. Quick coffee break, sorry guys. And it's so hot, so I need something cool. Another healing card. So I was in a session yesterday with a woman, and she was like feeling like that squeeze energy. And she's like, Michelle, she's like, I went to the store and all these people were literally like walking right into me, and they acted like I didn't exist. They were like not moving for her. They were kind of like pummeling her. And then she had something at one of the stores where she lost her card that she needed to pay. It was like a membership card to the store, and the people there made such a big scene about it, and all of the other people checking out were staring at her, and it was like a shameful event, or she felt embarrassed. So I told her in our session, I said, let's pause for a second and let's look at what the universe, what your reality is showing you. Your angels and guides are bringing you these situations to show you how there's some piece of you that is attracting this poor treatment to you. You're attracting shameful events. Oh, that breeze feels amazing. You're attracting shameful events. You're attracting situations where people are not acknowledging you, and they're walking all over you, and they're not even like making you feel like you're worthy of taking up space in the world. So her lesson is to realize that she's allowed to take up space and she can speak her truth and she can tell these people that, you know, and whether she speaks up or not, she doesn't have to, but in her own body, how can she not be triggered by those events? It's like the universe is testing her in all these different situations, saying, are you going to let someone trying to make you feel bad about losing your card affect you? Or are you just going to say, oh, the universe made me lose this for a reason, I'm just going to roll with it, I'll get a new one, let me use this as an opportunity to ask my angels for help or the universe for help, and say, can you help me make this situation easier? Or I also think that sometimes in those situations, we're drawn to certain cashiers or workers who need our light. You know, maybe she was then drawn to a manager and she was talking privately at a different counter with a manager, and maybe that manager needed some healing energy that day. And my client definitely has some healing energy about her. So there's so many different reasons why things happen in our lives and in our reality. And our goal is to not be rocked by it. We cannot be distracted by these little situations showing up for us. And if they are showing up, then we're attracting it for some reason. But how can we stay grounded and not be triggered? We're also going to take this card. So it's definitely a major healing energy in this reading. People are needing to heal before they can step into partnership. Because listen, when you're in a partnership, you don't want to be coming home and bringing that energy home to somebody that you can't handle a situation at a store where somebody is not making you feel a certain way or they're diminishing you. Like, we are our own souls here to learn our own lessons. So we have to be able to stand on our own and know that we have angels, guides in the universe helping us. We can't always rely on somebody to save us. And that was a big message. I feel like somebody out there has a savior complex where you feel like you need somebody to save you financially, save you emotionally. You're learning that you have to do it on your own with your own spirit family. And you can, but also know that you'll be brought the right support when you need it, whether it's a mentor, a healer, a friend, but you're not going to solely rely on them to say, I need them to feel ... You're saying, I feel ... and I know how to soothe myself, but I would like support in this. And maybe they can guide me on how I can better handle my emotions moving forward. Okay, let's do a little animal. We're going to do spirit. I always forget the name of this deck. Spirit Animal Oracle. Yeah, because the other one's Spirit Animal Wisdom. We have a chameleon. Act as if. So it's kind of like fake it till you make it. When we are imagining our reality and we're wanting to call things in, we have to pretend like we are living the dream. We have to pretend like we're in the manifestation already. And a lot of times it's hard to act as if when our reality is showing us something so different. And that's part of the journey, is we have to be delusional and we have to kind of go somewhere else in our mind and say, universe. And it's not almost like in your day-to-day life, but it's when you're by yourself before you go to bed, when you're taking a shower, that's when you can do this work. That's when you can act as if. I totally just lost my train of thought. I'm sure you guys noticed that just then. I don't know what just happened. They just pulled everything from my brain. But essentially learning how to forget. And that's kind of funny that they just did that. I'm now piecing that together. They're so funny. You have to kind of forget your reality. You have to forget where you are and go within and focus on creating the new story, creating the new life, creating the new money, the new people. Imagining yourself going to stores and people opening doors for you and people saying, hey, you can come to the front of the line, or here's this money, you can have this, or come fly on my jet with me. Whatever you want to happen, here's these first class tickets. Start imagining these things happening before you're going on a trip, before you're going to a concert. Imagine what you want to unfold, to like see it in your mind first, and then that's acting as if. And I also just heard, this is a chameleon. So as we know, chameleons kind of blend and they conform to their reality. You have to stay grounded in who you are. Don't become like the people around you, okay? All right, one more card. one more. Yay! Of course, the swans always represent partnership. So I just saw the lovers card too on my table. So we have the lovers and we have the swan. It says time for a deep dive. So again, I think this is more of that healing energy. We're seeing and catching more of where we're not fully healed. We're being triggered more. Maybe we're seeing parts of ourselves that we're not really like proud of, or maybe we're seeing more of our past and we're not proud of our past decisions, but that's okay. We're human. Who you were prior to your awakening does not determine where you go. Okay, so if you're thinking that you've done bad things in your past and you're not worthy of receiving good from moving forward, like this is you, your good is right here. You're like, hey, it's right in front of you. Just walk into it, take the key and open the door. But somebody's holding on to this bad thing that they did in the past, but you're no longer that person. You're growing, you're changing, you're evolving, you're treating people kindly now. And it's literally every single day when we wake up, it's a clean slate. The universe is not bringing you your past. You have a clean slate right now, but whatever you're thinking about right now is you're creating in the future. So if you're thinking about the past over and over and over again of what you did wrong, you're not going to be able to move forward. So when you take a deep dive, number 60, I was drawn to that. 6 is also the lover's card, if you can see the 6 on here. And 6 of cups. So lots of 6s here. So leaf blowers on. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, so the deep dive, I'm going to end it soon so we don't have too much noise. But the deep dive is literally going within and figuring out, like, let me remove my past. I think this whole reading is about removing your past, not letting it affect you anymore. Okay. All right, lovies. I feel called to end it just because of the noise. I don't want it to be annoying for all of you guys. And I'm like literally drenched in sweat. So deep dive, you are healing, you are growing, you're evolving, you're learning, and you're letting go of the past, and you're not going to let it block your manifestation coming in the future. You have a fresh, clean slate. You're starting brand new, and you do not have to hold on to your past. Believe me, I've made some bad decisions in my past, and it took me months and years to finally like forgive myself and say, I don't have to keep reliving this pain. And you don't either. So take the deep dive, get out all the muck, all the junk from your past, go find a healing modality that works for you and set yourself free. Lady Luck is on your side, and you're totally going to be, you're going to start seeing your manifestation coming in once you start doing this healing work. All right, lovies. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.